Gosh, it's something we haven't really gotten to talk about enough in press, which is, you see this woman who is sort of ahead of her time, before women's suffrage and meeting a lady boss in the future, also knowing what she has to go back and do.
Hi, Kristen Maldonado from Pop Culture Planet. It's so great to see you both again.
Hey
I'm so
girl,
You.
what's
excited.
up? It's so good to see you.
You too. Okay, you already know you're always in my favorite Christmas movie of the year, and this year is no different. Um, the time travel element in this, one of my favorites, and I love how it sort of has like this unique way of dealing with it, where it's like the past and present almost kind of exist at once, like a drop
Totally.
pool, sort of. So I'd love to hear about like how you guys talked that through and like grounded that idea in bringing the story to life.
Totally. Before we even got on set, this is a script that Wes and I really combed through, and we're so excited to sort of tackle it head on. And I love when you watch the film right away, you're transported to the Gilded Age, another time, a slower time, some might say. And it was so exciting for me to step into the challenge of playing this character from 120 years ago, and what were the manners like, and her rhythm of speech, and what would she wear, and how would she move, and certain things like corsets and gloves and hats and petticoats help with that. But it was such an adventure. I love history. I love a historical fantasy sci-fi moment. And, this is a story about a love that transcends time and looking for meaning and belonging, even when the world looks different from the one that you know. And that home sometimes isn't a time or place. It can be found in a person.
I love that so much. What about for you, Wes?
I knew Jenna Claire was cast before I read the script, and once reading it, I could hear no one else doing it except for her. I'm not certain anyone else could have pulled it off in the level that she did, and I think I was correct. It was so fun to get to be opposite her, getting to watch this internal and external struggle with just not only the comedy, but just the realism is like, you definitely forget your acting sometimes. She's very much into it, and um, yeah, it was just a blast getting to watch that transition because it was very very unique storytelling from Hallmark with the time travel element and just everything involved with it, with costuming, with going from past to present, her figuring everything out to all of the one-liners. It was really great and it was really unique and a wonderful experience.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys were also like hilarious in this as you're sort of trying to help her as this fish out of water now in modern day, milking oats and learning how to use the computer. I'd love to hear about some of your favorite scenes or lines to film together.
Yeah, it was so fun to sit back and ask yourself the question, what would it be like if someone from 120 years ago is experiencing technological advances of today, like oat milk, women in pants? Definitely one of my favorite scenes is when she's playing with a computer for the first time, or exploring what that would be like, and she's frustrated because the letters are all out of order, and then he mentions touching the mouse, and I'm very frightened that suddenly a mouse is in our midst, and that was that was a really fun one for me.
An old acting coach line is acting is reacting, and this was the first movie I've ever done, which my part was almost entire reactions of her driving this story. So that was unique for me. And yeah, a favorite part. Do you have a favorite scene that you filmed? Do you have a favorite scene?
Okay, well, I really liked that one, but I think, spoiler alert, there's two balls. There's one in 1905 and one in 2025. And I think, didn't we do that the same day, Wes, or back to back? And that was really
It was
magical,
back to back.
seeing how we got to step into totally different garments to wear, seeing how they transformed our incredible lavish mansion, from two different centuries, and that was really fun. And I got to dance with Mr. Wes Brown. Wes is the warmest, most wonderful guy, and then also just an incredibly grounded actor and seasoned professional. And I feel like he made so much of the magic work. And like you said, our roles were so different, but we really needed each other, and he was there for me every step of the way. So I'm incredibly grateful that I got to be partnered with him and collaborate on this.
I love these kind of stories that make you feel torn a little bit. You know, there's this parallel of like true love versus like your destiny. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about those themes.
Gosh, it's something we haven't really gotten to talk about enough in press, which is, you see this woman who is sort of ahead of her time, before women's suffrage, and meeting a lady boss in the future, also knowing what she has to go back and do and start with her, what we know now as like a nonprofit to help her society, to help her community. And, we see that the longer she's in the future, some of her impact starts to slip away. And yeah, I think there was a real struggle there. And I loved the stakes of this story. It was so complex and exciting. Even when I was reading the script the first time, to go, whoa, how are we gonna wrap this up? Where are we gonna land? And it's an exciting one to watch unfold.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love how, in modern day, she's inspired by someone who's actually been inspired by her. So it's like this.
Totally, absolutely. And her Nordstrom rack attire, right? I loved that.
I know you collaborated on a song together as well for the movie. What was that like?
That was a honest dream come true because of what the song sounded like when it was sent to me. It was a song that was inspired by this film and written by Miss Donna Stewart, who was so good. And GC asked me to do a song with her. I'm not sure why, but we did, and I was grateful that she did.
He was perfect. He sounds so good. You're gonna love it.
She sent it to me. I loved it. We flew to Nashville just a few weeks after we wrapped the movie. We knocked it out in maybe 2 days, something like that. And then it'll be out this weekend, Friday night. Scary good, Halloween night, and
Very good.
And yeah, it's called Timeless Christmas, but it's got a timeless sound to it. I'm very grateful to be a part of it. So I can't wait for everyone to hear it. Hope it's part of your new Christmas tradition.
Decorate your tree. Listen to Timeless Christmas.
I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations. I know people are going to love this, and I can't wait to listen to the song. So congrats.
Thank you, Kristen. It's so good to see you.
Always good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kristen.
Consider subscribing if you like this video and get even more entertainment news at popcultureplanet.com. See ya!